this is for the ladies only, right? Have y'all ever watched y'all boyfriend get beat up? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I have, and it's a very humbling experience, like, when you watch your boyfriend get beat up. Like, yeah, I remember I was dating this dude in school, right? And I had a friend who lived around my neighborhood, right? So my friend, he kept trying to, like, talk to me, right? But he knew I had a dude, so I would keep reminding him, like, I got a dude with him and the dude had class together. So he would go to their class and, like, kind of try to, like, pick with him and shit like that. And I know it was really because, like, not to boost my own head, but he was mad that was my boyfriend and I didn't want to, right? So of course after a while, right, y'all, my boyfriend got tired of the shit. Like, my boyfriend felt like he's trying to play with him. So my boyfriend, like, at this point, he like, okay, what's up? Like, he trying to fight. So the nigga ain't want to fight in school. He like meet me around the way to fight, right? So mind you, my boyfriend don't live where we live. My boyfriend literally walked about 20 minutes, right, to where we live to you know, to get it in with the nigga. So naturally, I'm coming outside, right? Because I want to make sure, you know, my boyfriend good. I'm trying to make sure he don't get jumped. He ain't gonna get done, like, you know, crazy. Nothing crazy going on, y'all. So I come outside, right, to watch the fight, y'all. Y'all, this nigga beat my bike. Y'all, I don't even know if I can say this on TikTok. He him up, though, y'all. Like, for real, I'm talking. Stomped him out and all of that, right? Like, to the point, like, where people eventually broke it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just bad, not even gonna lie. And I felt so bad after. Like, I just went over to my boyfriend, right? Nigga had blood and shit, like, on his nose and shit, because he was getting stomped out. He was, like, clearly, I don't know if the blood came from him getting stomped out on his nose or if it was one good hit. I don't know where the blood came from, but he had blood and shit on him. Yeah, I just felt so bad. Like, I had to take him to my apartment or whatever. This one I was living with my parents, though, but we was staying in an apartment. I took them to my apartment and shit, and, like, just try to clean him up. My mom like, what happened? What the? I'm like. But then, y'all, fast forward a couple months later, this up cheating on me with one of my friends. So y'all know I pulled that card quick. I'm like, boy, I seen you get your stupid ass stomped out. Talking about.
Man, I remember when I was 15, man, my partner was getting jumped outside the mall. So of course, my partner getting jumped, I gotta jump in. And I already knew what time it was. I was probably gonna get whipped too, bro. There was like 20 of them and 2 of us. There was no chance of us really getting out of that one unscathed. But anyway, in the middle of just the whole scuffle, I was actually walking the mall with my then girlfriend. And she kind of jumped in and started swinging her purse and all that, you know, pushing dudes off. I mean, we was really just getting jumped for real. And then pushing it all off, and she wound up breaking a nail in the process. So it was just, I remember, man, having to bring her back home afterwards, confront her dad. Dad was mad. Dad made us not see each other no more. That was the last time I seen her. And that was a crazy day, dog. I got my ass whooped and I lost my old lady, dog. And it wasn't even my fault, bro.
How much did you put down?
20 bands.
20 bands. How much are you paying per month?
$1,183.
How long are you financing for?
285 months.
Yes, sir, Miss Min.
Dog, you know, this is why you need a man to tell you no, bro. Like, this is why you need a man to tell you no for simple things like this. Why are you renting a truck for that much for that many months? 284 months? Who does that? Yo, you gotta stop, man. We already know you don't know how to cook, man. If y'all rewind that clip back, bro. She cooking with the sticker on the pot, bro. No heat coming from the pot, no anything. And the clip wasn't really about her cooking. We all know that. But the fact that she forgot to take the sticker off the pot, son, just know she's just straight cat. This is one of them females that probably can't cook in the kitchen at all, dog. This microwave everything.
Hot take. Women have subconsciously trained men to just be okay with everything and not ask questions. I'll give you a perfect example. Homegirl invites you over at 12 in the morning. She doesn't want you judging her or thinking you're just going to go over there and use her and then dip. So she tells you, hey, look, I don't want you to think anything's going to happen when you come over. You say, okay, bet. You come over, you're taking off her clothes. Next thing you know, you see a matching set. Do you A, continue to take off her clothes and pretend like you haven't noticed anything? Or do you B, interrogate her? Hey, I know you said nothing was going to happen when I came over, but you're wearing a matching set. What's going on with that? Oh, you know, this is just so I can feel comfortable in my own skin, blah, 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 blah. That's funny you say that because, you know, to get comfortable, the first thing you do when you get home is you take off your bra. You know, so what's going on here now that you have a ball? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now you're talking yourself out of some play. But you know what? Just for the scenario, let's keep going. Take off her matching set and you see that she's freshly saved. Do you A, eat what's being served to you? Or do you B, interrogate her? Hey, I know this is gonna sound crazy again, but you said that nothing was gonna happen, but I just happened to notice that you're freshly saved. Like, I'm confused. What's going on? Well, you know, it was just that time I just did an everything shower, whatever the case may be. I just did this for me. Yeah, I hear you. You did that for you, but I just think it's weird that, like, I can still smell the Bath and Body Works almost as if, like, you did this before I came over. And I'm touching it. It seems a little damp, so it couldn't have. It seemed like you just did this a little bit right before you see, now you're talking yourself out of some play, all right? But for the sake of the scenario, let's keep going. You blow her back out, she goes to sleep. You go through her phone, you see that in the group chat, she told her friends, oh my God, I'm getting piped tonight. I'm so excited. The next morning, do you A, go for round 2, or B, interrogate her? Hey, I know I'm asking a lot of questions, but you said nothing was going to happen last night, but I went through your phone. I saw in the group chat you said you were like super duper excited to get your back blown out. So I'm just confused. Like, what's going? You're talking yourself out of it. Your Honor, I rest my case. Women have subconsciously trained men to not ask questions.
Say, man, just to get back to the options, man, I'm thinking, man, you already know what time it is, bro. She is trying to be all reserved and all this type of stuff. Meanwhile, she know if she invites you over, at least she knows and you know, and y'all on the same page. She inviting you over at midnight. She ready to get bust down. She absolutely ready to get bust down. She is literally giving you all the visual cues to go ahead and move forward, to go ahead and take care of that business. Now, it's really up to you. If you was really in love with this girl and was questioning the whole thing, like, maybe, I don't know, but like any real man would just been like, she absolutely was giving me the signs and asking for it. That's pretty much it. Come on, imagine set freshly saved, Netflix and chill. That's, man, what else? That's the damn near the holy trinity in this point.
Some women have a very hard time getting over men because they actually have good taste. And what I mean by that, some women, they can leave a man alone because maybe they were in a bad spot in their life when they met the man. He didn't have much going for him. He was a dub-ass nigga. And it's just like, his laws, he's not going to find a bitch like me. He's just going to fuck with the next stupid bitch and, you know, drag her through the mud. Cool. But a bitch who didn't find a nigga who's actually good to her and a good man and got a good job and got good attributes and y'all just didn't work out, that be the hardest breakups. That be the shit where you really can't stroke your ego for real because you know he gonna find a new bitch. You know the bitch might even be on your level. And I ain't saying to think a bitch is above you because ain't nobody above you, but you feel me? She might make a couple of more dollars than you do. She might drive a nicer car than you, you know? These bum ass niggas, and I'm not trying to say that y'all also don't be crashing out with these bum ass niggas, which y'all definitely do. But I feel like it's easier to convince yourself that, oh, you know, I'm better than him, I'm above him or whatever, than a bitch who really fuck with good ass men all the time. Like, who got great taste all the time. Who always attracted a man that could deserve her time in marriage.
I know women that break up with good men can't make good decisions, bro. Like, that'd be the decision-making women that you just gotta stay clear away from. You're gonna tell me you're gonna break up with a good guy that has great credit, got everything going on, a career, trajectory, everything, to break up with a dude that has like 3 baby mamas, bro, and y'all just letting them bust you down. Like, I just don't get it, dog. I know the good guy gotta be probably, what is it, lame, boring, what is it? And then 35, 36, 38, 40 years old, you're gonna be trying to rekindle things with that dude. Nah, come on, nah, we know you make bad decisions. So the internet really is going in on this clip, man. This is Danielle Jenkins, man. And if y'all don't know it, she really just dressed like this all the time, and she drives trucks, bro. But I just want to say this, man. Y'all not gonna see y'all mom and all them people at the graveyard. Y'all not putting in this much effort to go mop and clean up those gravestones and doing all this. If y'all not really doing this to y'all people, bro, like, at the same time, I wouldn't be feeling like all up in this business. I gotta appreciate the fact that she's showing some sort of like decency to go keep her mom's stuff clean. You get what I'm saying? Or dad or whatever, whoever it may be. You get what I'm saying? Just showing some honor, and somebody got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Those memories get forgotten, but nonetheless, does it really even matter how you dress to go clean a headstone? You get what I'm saying? I think it's the point where we're just getting too wrapped up into what she was wearing, and we're just getting away from the message. You know, that's just me. I admire the fact that, you know, she is going to take care of that. I right now don't have that. I don't have that, you know, to go. You know, my dad, unfortunately, man, we really couldn't do much but, you know, just have ashes for him, man. But I don't have like a headstone or something like that to go take care of. If I did, or when I do, I'll make sure that I'm the one, or at least play my part in taking care of that, man. Just to honor the memory of my parents and stuff like that. That's how I was raised. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and bash because she just has tights and gym clothes on, but she's out there mopping. So like, that's just me. What do you guys think? Was this for Cap? That's probably what y'all think. Is she just out there cleaning headstones for Cap? Or was she just showing real love to her mom that passed away? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
If you open up to a woman, at least as a man, there's like a 98% chance that she's probably gonna ghost you or move on to a different man, okay? This tends to perplex a lot of people, and they often ask the question of why, and some people are just so jaded they stop asking why. They just decide that women are just like this and they live with it. But women often see men as ideas, not really who they are as an individual. So essentially, if you open up to a woman, you're becoming a real person. You can no longer fit in the confines of the idea, the box that she has placed you in. It's very similar to like if someone kidnaps you, right? They teach you to make yourself personal, like start telling them facts about you, etc., because it's supposed to be less likely that they end up murdering you or harming you because they can actually see you as a real person. Humanizing yourself, right? Yeah, don't humanize yourself with a woman, especially in the early stages of being in a relationship with her, whether that's dating or whatever, because she still needs time to feel a certain way about you before she starts accepting that you are no longer an idea, you are actually an individual.
We know a lot of times the men have the chance to open up, bro. Like the women or the girl that he's with gonna see him as weak, vulnerable, take advantage of him. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to date no crybaby man, whatever it may be. They're gonna just tell themselves that stuff and just roll away. They don't want to hear that. Now, if you come straight off the rip, complaining and, you know, talking about life and all that, that's on you. But like, if you're a year in, you should be able to have a listening ear to the person that you already have spent a year with, especially if he's going through something in life, at the work, in the relationship, whatever it may be. If women can just practice their listening ear, they'll be really far off in their relationships.
It's this white point of view that came into how we do. Then the system was like, oh, look at polygamy. The men are sluts. Oh my God. And look how they just treat the women. And to be honest with you, now I'm in my 40s. Like, there is nothing wrong with polygamy. Essentially, polygamy made sure that everybody, all the women are sorted out. It's cool. And it was open. Now we've got a situation where it's cheating and, oh, I'm so hurt. But these are all constructs, social constructs that came nabelung, which he's cheating on you. Do you know, before it wasn't, it's like, okay, that's my sister wife, I get on with my things here. Now it's like it's called cheating and it's a bad thing, and you know.
Cheating is a social construct.
Cheating is a social...
There's no such thing as cheating.
Who... Did God say that men and women must be married and sign papers? Well, is that a divine... Is that... Just like how we breathe and how we need water, right? Do we need marriage and papers?
She really putting a thought in people's head, bro. Like, that is a social construct. We didn't know monogamy. I mean, if you look back in time, man, polygamy was just a thing throughout the whole Bible. And polygamy is still practiced to this day in a lot of other countries, just not in the United States mostly. It's a monogamous based, you know, country where you just married to just one person, but it's outside the norm. And it's crazy because as of these recent few years, polygamy has been on the rise thanks to social media, TikTok, and all that stuff. And I really think polygamy and marriage is going to be involved in the next 5 to 10 years. It's not going to look the way it used to look. It's not going to look traditional. Let's just be honest. What traditional values are we really upholding now these days anyway?
A girl, I saw something too. It was like, imagine a world without men. And then someone was like, well, who's going to protect you guys? Like if the world doesn't have men. And the girl goes, who are you protecting us from?
Animals, other women, studs.
Oh my God. No, go to hell.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I can only imagine a world with only women, bro. That's just gonna be tough. I really feel like things just won't get done. And I know that sounds sexist as hell, but I just feel like not a lot of things would get done the way it should be. There's just some grit. You know, there's just something that about testosterone that says it all, man. It's a complementary factor to nature, bro. It's like yin and yang, bro. You can't do nothing without testosterone, man. Pretty much, you can't. Estrogen too, bro. Like I wouldn't want a world where only men exist. That's horrible. That's like hell, bro. You can't tell me I wouldn't want that on my worst enemies, man. To be honest, man, you gotta enjoy the pleasures that women do bring to the table, bro. If and when they do, you get what I'm saying? Like you gotta come to appreciate that. And yeah, dude, I can't imagine. I don't think they'll get anything done.
Hey, listen, if my girl send me $20 for lunch, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's going on parlays. I'm not getting no lunch. I'm gonna go get a cup of water and ice, and I'm doing 4 parlays, $5 each. Then when she asks me, what you ate, babe? Guess what I'm gonna tell her? A 6 for 6. Yeah, man.
Man, if my girl sent me $40, I'm going to buy whiskey with it. Straight up. I'm going to get some whiskey with it. I'm going to get me a couple bottles of whiskey with that.
I'm a female that like to trick too. I like to trick. I like to know send money like when you're not expecting it. I like to just send you some money. Or when you're talking to me on the phone, I be like, check your phone. Who? That little cash done dropped in there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, go get your hair cut, babe. Go get you some lunch. Go get you, do what you need to do. I'll talk to you later. That's what I like to do. I like to trick too. For a man that trick on me, I trick right back. Let's see who could trick the hardest.
It's really not hard to reciprocate energy, dog. Just because a man sends you $100 for whatever and you can't send him like, hey, look, I'm not there. I know your favorite energy drink is a Red Bull. Here's like something to go get you a couple Red Bulls. It don't even take that much, bro. Like just a simple thought like that. You get what I'm saying? Reciprocated energy. Match that energy, dog. If you showing love, I'm gonna show love too. And I think that's just what we're missing, bro. I wish we had more of that in these relationships these days.
This really be the thing that be so crazy. Women are never trying to mimic the traits in men that are actually good. The things that will actually serve them. The things that will actually catapult them to a more promising future. No, they pick the most down, low, most toxic, most self-destructive, most stagnant, most filthy, mold-infested things to mimic. And the other thing that's so crazy is it's like, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but y'all tell me how y'all feel. Anytime I have tried to mimic what men do, it backfired every time. It backfired. And it didn't backfire because the plan didn't work. It backfired because the things that I thought about myself after I did those things, baby. That's what I'm saying. Y'all playing such a dangerous game when you try to mimic men, because the way a man's brain is set up and the way a woman's brain is set up is two totally different brains. A lot of what women do is heavily tied into how they will perceive themselves. A lot of what women do heavily impacts our self-respect, our self-worth, our dignity, our integrity, our pride. And women don't realize until after they do something how trying to play a man's game only hurts you in the end. That's why it just don't make sense to me. That's when I knew I really had to grow up, because I started realizing like, I really can't play the same games men play, because I start feeling bad about myself after I do stuff, and men don't be having that same type of problem. So it probably would serve me if I just become a better woman and start making better decisions, and then I can just get what I want in the end, and I wouldn't have to jeopardize my well-being to do so.
Just as much as you shouldn't crash out over a man, men shouldn't crash out over females, bro. It's a thing, dude. For some reason, when you in love, man, love fuels anger. Love fuels anger, bro. It's the basis of a lot of things, dog. Like peace, everything, man. And it's crazy if you're picking up traits from a destructive, toxic man. That just means you're just in an environment that you don't need to be in. Go ahead and just protect yourself. And that's why we tell men right now, and men that are listening, you guys, you know, if you're not feeling it, just put yourself in an environment where you can actually enjoy your life. Have some peace, man. Enjoy your relationship, those type of things, man, because there's no way in hell you should be, if your girl's arguing all loud, bro, in the public, you should match that energy and start arguing all loud in the public with her. You don't have to go and step to that same level. No, not on that. Not on that.